So, now that we're a little toasty,
Yeah.
I was wondering if you want to talk about some more weird Hollywood history.
Absolutely.
You know how I'm like obsessed with like the Poltergeist curse?
Yes.
There's another one I wanted to talk about. It is the Atuk Curse.
Yes. Yes.
So this is the curse. It's about the screenplay for The Incomparable Atuk. It's a Hollywood script that killed 6 actors allegedly. So the story of the script is that there's an Inuit poet and he gets sent to Toronto. In the script, it's actually New York City. It's a total like fish out of water story.
The book, I believe, was originally written by Mortimer Reyna, if I remember right.
Okay.
Yes, it was a book before it became a movie. Do you know who the very first actor was that died that was slated for the lead role?
One of your favorites.
One of my absolute favorites, John Belushi.
Yeah, so he was supposed to have the starring role in this movie. It got offered to him.
Is it 82?
Yeah,
They started this? Okay.
1982 is where this curse begins, and it goes on for quite some time, about 15 years it lasts.
Yeah, as you would know, John would go on to die a year later, March 5th, 1983, at the age of 33.
Yeah, a few months after he was
Yes.
offered the part, actually.
Yes.
He died of a drug overdose at 33, so he was the first victim. Now, if he just had one person that died, okay, that's not a curse.
Yeah, I mean, and considering, not to speak ill of John, because I love John, Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Mary. You know, you wouldn't think much of it considering that he did struggle with drugs very badly.
Right. Okay, so then we get to the next one. Sam Kinison. He actually ended up filming for 8 days.
Yep.
Then he had a dispute about the script. I think they stopped filming for a few years, and then they were in negotiations, given creative control.
Yes.
And then he died while they were in negotiations from a head-on collision with a drunk driver. Who was a 17-year-old drunk driver hit him, excuse me, in head-on collision.
Yes.
So he was actually not killed instantly.
No.
What
but-
happened was, he got hit. He
Okay.
appeared fine. He had no external injuries. I think his wife was in the car, and she also appeared uninjured. But then he started talking to someone that was not there, having a conversation with an invisible person, saying, "I don't want to die." And things were going back and forth, like he
Yeah.
was having a conversation. And then he ended up dying at the scene from internal injuries.
I was going to say it's the internal bleeding going on, but that's another topic for another day of like what people see when they're dying or, you know.
Right. So that's pretty weird.
Those stories are always fascinating to me.
Yeah, and that's pretty gruesome. And he is the second person that's part of this curse.
Yep.
And I want to know if you guys think it is actually a curse, because I am leaning heavily towards yes.
Yeah.
The next person, of course, is John Candy.
Good old John Candy. Uncle Buck.
Yes, and he died of a heart attack at age 43. Now, I don't think this was for the lead role, but John Candy's friend, he brought the script to, named Michael O'Donoghue.
And you guys may be familiar with the name Michael O'Donoghue, as he was the head writer for National Lampoon for many years. He's the man that brought us the script for Animal House, vacation movies.
I didn't know that. Okay, so he
Yes.
was the next person.
And I will tell you how all these people are all related at the end too.
Yeah, because she did some more deep diving into this. So he read the script. I think he was looking into getting cast for a part in it.
Yes.
And then he passed the same year as John Candy did from cerebral hemorrhage at age 54. So he had chronic migraines,
Yeah.
and he had a cerebral hemorrhage and died.
Tragic. I mean, because these are all well-known comedians. Like,
Yeah,
we
these are
love these guys.
Exactly. So this one script took out so many beloved people.
But wait.
Yeah, there's more. So now we move to 1997 to Chris Farley, the late great beloved Chris Farley. So he expressed interest in the role, and he idealized John Belushi. That was his hero.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of ironic that he was found dead in his apartment at 33, just like John Belushi, from a drug overdose, just like John Belushi. And he was the next person.
coroners. eerily similar. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, but it's. Anyways.
Tragic.
Yes.
All right, finally, we have the last person this curse took
This
out.
is bad.
And yeah, this one is just gruesome. So, Chris Farley brought in his friend Phil Hartman. And 5 months after Farley died, Phil's wife murdered him in cold blood. So they had an argument. She came in at 3 a.m., middle of the night, while I was sleeping, shot him twice in the head, and once in the side while he was sleeping. And then she later committed suicide. So it's tragic.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm like feeling
Yeah.
it too.
It's the ice too.
Yeah, definitely the ice. But
Yeah.
anyway, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think this was a curse? Because that is 6 people that showed interest in this film. And since 1997, it's just been shelved, and rightly so.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying, this is such a cool project, it's such a cool role, everyone wanted to do that. They kept pushing on because they're like, this needs to be
Right.
made.
But do you know how all these gentlemen were connected, Celeste?
How?
Remember I keep saying it's on my bucket list that we get on a certain live show that plays once a weekly?
Yes?
They were all members of the SNL cast at one point in time. Some of them had smaller roles. Michael O'Donoghue was the very first person to ever say a line in SNL history. He was in the very opening episode. You know that skit that I like to play every day, almost several times a day, about the Wolverines?
Yes.
He was the language teacher in the Wolverines.
Okay, wow. So these people were all connected through SNL. So is it an SNL curse? Or is it an Atuk curse? Well, but they did all show interest in this movie. And it's bizarre.
Thank
Put
you.
this down because we are close. Okay?
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry.
Finish your drinks. Don't
Okay,
worry.
thank you. I didn't know they closed at 8.
All right. Yeah, I guess.
Closing time.
Guess we are headed out of here.
Yeah.